Where's the thing where I can go live?
It's just taking a moment.
There we go.
Hey, everybody.
We're coming in.
Now just go back.
We're coming in. We're coming in hot.
We did it.
All right.
Let's see. Is it working? Let's see.
Hey, everybody. I think we're here. We're somewhere out in the universe streaming to you live. It's
been a while.
Yes, it has been a while. We've missed you. We're back. We're very excited to.
I'm just checking the platform.
Doing
so you
live checking. And we're hopefully, if all is well, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
We're on Instagram.
Yeah. So
we're on Facebook. All right, we're good.
Woo! I'm Gigi.
I'm Annette.
We're the Traveled Path Collaborative. We're a women's collaborative, and we are having our tea. So go ahead and grab your favorite beverage and have tea time with us and enjoy our upcoming interview. We have a very special guest. Her name is Hanna. Her business is West Coast Organizer. She also works with the Sierra Madre Rose Float Association. Say that 5 times fast. Yes. And she also has her partner in crime, Anne, and they have I believe it's called the Anne and Hannah Show. Unless it's the Hannah and Anne show.
She said yes.
But I think it's the Anne and Hannah show.
And she's my birthday twin.
Oh, fun fact. Okay, yes. Her and Annette are birthday twins, which is really funny.
Can you talk today? I don't
know
with you today.
It's the weather. I can't speak. Anyways.
Gigi doesn't like the heat.
That's another. Shh. I don't like the heat. Anyways, without any further ado, we are going to bring on our special guest.
Michael's watching.
Hi, Michael. All right. Hello, Hannah.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me on. It means the world. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, you're amazing. And we're just so excited to have you on.
Well, I'm excited too, because not only do Annette and I share birthdays, but today is our half birthday. Happy half birthday.
That's right. I love that. Birthday. Is that a thing?
Happy half birthday. We're half a year older today. I hope you're celebrating with a half-assed kind of day.
Half-assed, half a year. Perfect.
Yep. Half a year.
Any excuse to celebrate, right?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, any excuse to party, because that's our mentality at the float. So why not, right?
So, why don't you start by telling us about what you do?
Sure. So I am the volunteer. I'm the volunteer coordinator for the Sierra Madre Rose Float. It's more than just a once a week or once a year gig. It's a year-round float. So coming up, we have the 4th of July parade. We're trying to gather Girl Scouts, community members, people like that who want to walk in the parade and sell flowers. I write service hours for that. So if you're of the school qualifying age, I would love to double your hours because it's a holiday. I am also the West Coast Organizer. So I go into the bereaved, the elderly, hoarders, busy families. I help you downsize, but not like Marie Kondo. I'm not a statist. I like to keep a beefy bottom line for both of us that makes dollars and cents for the both of us. So with that, repurposing stuff, donating to women's shelters as opposed to Goodwill, stuff like that. And then by night, we run the Anne and Hannah show. So we go into businesses that have had disparaging times post-fire, and we shine a local spotlight on them and gather the community together and just showcase their talents, their wares, etc., and try to get the community up and shopping local, because big box stores really don't need our money. The little guys do. So that's the mission statement on that.
That is really great. I love that. And I think that's so important.
It
And more
is.
people need to be doing that. But I'm glad that you guys are doing that. And
Thank
you really
you.
see that, especially, you know, on on a local level, you know,
Yes.
in the area, you know, where yeah, this horrible tragedy of these fires have been.
Yeah.
It's like we all need to band together and help one another and really, you know, stand strong as a community. So that's fantastic.
Thank you. It's fun to do because you see what people's talents are and then where they're hurting. Like Mother Moo's lost 60% of her clientele to the fire. So now we're in the hot months when it's time to buy ice cream. Who's buying ice cream? Let's blow the bullhorn and get everyone there. You know, let's keep her afloat.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't wait to talk to her too. Yeah, because it's true. A lot of us with businesses, really, a lot of people fell off.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sorry, you know, my house just burned down. I'm not necessarily looking to, you know, go spend money. And
Exactly. And you might not have the resources because you're putting it into a house. So yeah, exactly. How to help community and who's giving away stuff and all that good stuff. You guys did a tremendously wonderful job post fire of running box trucks to donation centers. That was wonderful watching you guys. So anyone out there who is unfamiliar with you guys, please toot your own horn. That was a wonderful experience.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, it's like just doing what we can for our community, even if it's just a small part. I think it's great just, you know, everybody doing something in some small way. And I really think everybody did. And, you know, I want to ask you, like with all these things that you do, right? You know, what do you feel? Do you feel strong, you know, stronger about one more than the other? Do you feel like, do you know what I'm trying to ask you? Like, do you feel, is one of them your favorite? Do you feel pretty balanced with, you know, or
pretty balanced. My mission is to serve. And so naturally, that's part of like my star chart is like to serve community. So by doing what I do in many realms, I'm accomplishing what feeds my soul. Obviously, a paycheck is great, and I love getting paid. So that's the true goal. But and that's why Ann and Hannah show is really cool because we do get kickbacks from some stuff. But I love just helping the community build the float, get the bands in there, do the Sierra Madre art walk. Like it's just really fun being out in the community and just talking to strangers. So I feel strongly about that. I really like the sense of community. I love hearing people's stories. So, you know, it's whether it be at a gas station or at the bug. Yeah.
Definitely.
So real quick before you go on, Mother Moo is here and Andromeda is here.
Hey guys, thank you so much
And
for joining
Michael,
us.
and Michael.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, it's so nice to see
say
everybody.
A quick hi to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in for Hannah. And you know, this is I kind of lost my train of thought, but I feel like, you know, I'm hearing that your bottom line as a human is to serve. Like you feel very called. And I relate to that. I think we both relate to that. And I think being able to do these things where you can incorporate that, you know, inner need and being such a giving person, you know, I think is really, really awesome. And it's hard to juggle, and it's
a sad thing.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the weirder the better. That's the Sag thing. So I'm like, sure, a parade, sure, you know, an organizer, sure, let's do a you know, a TV show, like, you know, and talk to strangers. And yeah, that's a Sag thing. And it's like the parade is your life. Like everybody's just got this certain role, and you're watching them go by, and you're like, that's cool, that's odd, that's colorful. You know, it's like a bouquet of awesome. So.
That's awesome. I mean, what have you been doing the longest out of all these things?
I've been a household organizer the longest. I've been doing that 12 or 15 years. And the shortest would be the Ann and Hannah show since February. So it's just a range of everything in there. So very cool.
Very cool.
What about your oddities?
My oddities, I'm an artist by trade, so I went to college for graphic design, and in Minnesota, where I'm from, I have quite the collection of bones and bugs and just weird art I've made, like candelabras out of skeletal pieces and stuff like that. My other oddity is I sniff armpits for a living. Used to be quarterly, now it's so like Lumi, Old Spice, all the Axe, all the Doves, that's all me. It can't be approved without going through my nose. So I am approved in bad smells. So when people, and I go to their house, they're like, I put Febreze, I'm like, I still smell fish, but good job. Like, I appreciate your efforts. So you
can help people with their smells. And getting rid of their smell.
Yeah. I'm like, well, like at a hoarder house, there was a lady who said, she lost her cat. And I'm like, you didn't lose your cat. It's dead and it's here. And we found it under the couch. So it happens. It happens. I'm not there to judge. I just think it's a great story. I'm like, well, that happens.
Exactly. So, and that's what you get with all these things that you do, is these great stories, right?
Literally, I do it for the storyline. That's it. The plot twist. That's it.
And I was actually going to ask you, how do you stay motivated? What keeps you motivated? I'm sure
coffee.
That's
I love coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee so much. I love it more than water, and I love bubble water. So yeah. Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. That is. So do you have any like specific goals that you set for yourself, or like in 5 years, I want to see myself here, whatever it is?
COVID has taught me that making plans won't work. I don't know why, but like before it was always, what's your 5-year plan? And every interview I've been in was, what's your goal? And I used to have goals, but then after COVID, they all went out the window, and I said, okay, I'm having a total body life motivative revamp, and I just have to roll with it. So anything that's been thrown at me, I've just said yes to. And so that's where I've kind of floated to. Yes, it would be nice to own property. Yes, it would be nice if California's rent went down. It'd be nice for a lot of things, but if that doesn't happen, I got to be okay with it. Goal would be to travel, to get more clients, to help people, to showcase businesses, to keep moving forward in an upward trajectory. But in the meantime, I'm cool day by day, just going with it,
I think that's a great attitude.
Thank you.
It really is, because it's, and it's smart, because it is hard in this day and age, as much as we want
manageable.
To, right?
Yeah.
Time. And I mean, that's,
Definitely. Well, like with you guys too, like you're goal driven and orientated. And so when you start moving forward, it's like, yes, now I'm inspired from you and watching you guys move forward with Traveled Path and your personal businesses. So yeah, it's like all one in the same. I'm like, oh, you inspired me. Cool. Like, let's roll with it.
I love that. And we need to inspire each other. And that's very much how we feel. We feel inspired by people, and we only hope we can inspire people,
Absolutely.
Even the little things we do, whether it's sharing a story or, sharing a person, or doing something for the community, and just,
every action matters. Every little bit matters. Absolutely.
Exactly. And sometimes, like it's a balancing act,
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
The effort it deserves, right?
Yeah. And sometimes you're like, you just have those days where you just want to sit down and do nothing. And that's okay. That's okay. Because self-care is effort, and it's good effort. So
let me ask you, do you ever do that? Do you ever sit down and do nothing?
This is my only day to sit down and do nothing, because I'm still doing errands and running around and stuff, but like, it's still my nothingness. And then, sometimes you don't get a break. Like during float week, that whole week you are up, 18 hours a day, but it's fun. And you can sleep when you're dead, or you can sleep at the 2nd of January, either way, but like you're just sleeping. So great. But until that time, no. So
show a photo.
Oh, which one?
Let's see here.
Everyone at the float says, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm like, well, you still got to survive float week, and everyone does. And then at the end, I'm like, you tired? They're like, yes, but it's great. So.
The first one is.
Well, this is okay, but I want to show a photo of the float.
Might be the third one.
That's what I think. Okay. I want to show a photo
There we
so
go.
everybody can see.
I'm organizing papers.
Yeah.
I'm alphabetizing all of our release forms, and I didn't have a space big enough, and we don't have a desk there that's functional. And so I said, I'm using the float. So Don Mills took that picture from the mezzanine, and
Awesome.
we got to alphabetize. So that was 2 years ago. That was Enchanted Music Box, and we invite the public to join us year round. Thursdays and Sundays, starting at 10 a.m. We teach welding, we teach empowerment, we teach color theory and flowers. We teach all sorts of skills, so you don't need to know anything, but you're a part of a greater community. Not only is this a DIY float, not corporate, but you're helping the community, and you're doing stuff that gets you out of the house. Crafts, like who doesn't like going out and making stuff? So like let's go do crafts. Come on over.
That's so cool. I love that. And I love
your son was on the float. We had Miles. We had you two up on the float. We had Miles on the float. You guys did phenomenal.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Just the little bit that we did,
Don't let her talk herself down, guys. They did phenomenal. They were doing seeds and rice. They were sorting flowers. They were gluing stuff. I'd run with it. That was awesome.
Yeah, I definitely more, I don't want to say more people should do it. I want to say, but it seems like there's a lot of people. You guys have
the whole world. Yeah, the whole world will show up.
Yeah.
Simone's watching us from Facebook.
Yes.
Hey, Simone.
Hello.
Yes. And Simone, this is who I wanted you to meet for your organizing needs.
Hello. Now, I hear Simone is in the art walk too, so that's going to be really good to see her.
I wanted to shout out to you for that as well. That's another thing you're doing. You're helping with the Sierra Madre Art Walk.
We noticed that the chamber is like Swiss cheese. There's a lot of holes in it, and there's not a lot of change, and the cheese just stands alone. And these businesses are struggling. And so let's bring people up the hill from Pasadena. Let's turn every single business into a gallery for the night. So on summer solstice, we're going to have a solstice stroll, and you can walk around the town. There'll be 7 bands, 1 DJ, 36 businesses, and 50 plus artists. And it's all completely free. There's parking in the back of the buck if there's not street parking. And it goes all the way from Montecito, where Gigi and Annette are, all the way down Baldwin and all the way down the boulevard. And it's going to be fun. Lots of fun.
And we're going to have some of our stuff here.
Yeah, we're so excited. It's going to be
absolutely. We are thrilled to have you. They will have a lady by the name of Hope Hazy, and she will be singing at the brewery by you. And we're a group of 12 women, 11 women and 1 man. Thank you, Arthur, who got together one day, and we all have backgrounds in art, and we all have different skill sets. And we thought, how can we make this happen? And this group of women and 1 man will absolutely sit and get stuff done. And it's so cool to watch people come together. I'll do this, I'll do that. And so we play our roles, and it's really working, and it's kind of cool. It's really kind of cool. So
cool.
It's the first art walk since 2014. So it's been at least 10 years. Let's go blow it out of the water and have everybody show up.
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful. And it's and they're lucky to have you, to really.
I'm lucky to be a part of such a cool collective. Yeah. No, we're all blessed. And I'm blessed to be here with you. So we're all blessed.
Oh, we are all blessed, aren't we? And, speaking of art and speaking of, let's go ahead and show another photo. Let's see here. I believe it's this one. Here we go. We were talking earlier about Hannah as an artist and some of her amazing artwork that she does. It is so unique and so cool. Yeah. And
it's definitely fun. It's not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. When I did a show in Wisconsin, a lot of the bikers would roll through and go, ugh, and I'm like, I get it. Art is subjective, but this is the stuff that you see in California that people charge $180 for those little tooth fairy necklace pieces. And I'm at $18 because everyone should be able to afford art. Everyone should be able to have their house organized. Everyone should, and that's my mentality. I know that, bottom lines do matter, but I'm like, everyone should be able to have something fun. I used to do wedding jewelry, and then I just kind of got into dead stuff. So.
Okay. That's an interesting transition.
It's a lot. It's yeah. I would say it's more cost effective, but that's not true. So no.
And I love what you're saying about how everyone should be able to have art and everybody should be able to afford
Totally.
things,
Totally.
you know? And I love that you're willing to do that, you know, because it's so many people need, you know, well, things like organizing, for instance.
God, for sure.
Know?
And elderly on a fixed income doesn't translate to they're going to get help. You know, even the state will put people in and they'll pay them $3,000 a month for the bare minimum, but these people aren't getting help and they're losing stuff from, you know, their HMO stuff. It's ridiculous. And so how can I help? And, you know, obviously it has to pay my bills too, but in all of that being said, people can still afford good help and quality help at that. And I just, you know, it's a good thing. So
it is a very good thing. And, you know, on that note, what kind of advice might you give to other women who are entrepreneurs and artists and, you know, things like that? Any women really, but
good question. That's a good question.
Might be. Yeah.
Well, okay. As women, we are conditioned, and this is my soapbox, but we are conditioned to be, our space is not going to take up more than this, and we're going to be meek and we're going to be quiet. Ask for more money. Always ask for more money because your bottom line matters. Pay yourself first. My grandpa used to tell me that all the time. Pay yourself first. Make sure your stuff is right here before you go fix anybody else's stuff. Even if that means you're waitressing 10 hours, fix your stuff at home before you go carry that tray. If your wrist hurts, maybe ask to do something different. Like pay yourself first, whether it be your health or money, but always look out for yourself because you're the one at the end of the day that you go to bed with yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror. And then, second of all, being an entrepreneur, you need to know, you got to learn your skill set. So learn how to use platforms like Instagram and Facebook. It seems daunting. It seems like you're drinking from a fire hose, but this is the fastest form of advertisement. You see how Gigi and Annette literally got to your pocket from Facebook and you're holding your phone or you're on your computer and it's free. This is the best advertising tool. So learn how to use this stuff. And as you gravitate, your skill levels will move up slowly. And then you'll just start feeling really good about where you're at because you don't need to pay for advertisement. You can be out there doing your thing, whether it be an MLM or what I do, you can do it. You know, it's doable, but just don't give up on yourself because like, that's the worst. Like be your own best friend first, you know, pay yourself first and you'll see results. I promise.
Oh, I love that. And that is such wonderful advice, Hannah, you know, and I think we all need to know that. It's like, you know, this first and then everything else, right? You know,
like they tell you on the airplane. What do they tell you?
Yes.
Put your mask on yourself first.
Well, you can't pour.
Women, like you said, we have to learn that. Like for some reason,
it's ridiculous. Absolutely. And no is a full sentence. So if someone says, can you do this? And mentally you're not there and you can say no. Say no. That's a full sentence. You don't need to justify why you're saying no. No, I have a boyfriend. No, I can't do this because I'm blah, blah, blah. Just say no. Just say no. It's fine. People being blunt, where I come from, is very frowned upon. And it's very passive aggressive stuff you get back. But you learn how to be blunt and honest with yourself. And it's good. It's all good.
You know, and if you can learn to be that way, it's like setting that boundary. And,
oh, absolutely.
You know, so many of us, it's again, a learned trait and it's so important and you're absolutely right. We can't do everything.
No,
and we have to know what we're capable of.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. And so we're gonna switch gears here, and we're gonna ask you. And you probably you've kind of done this throughout the interview, but
I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure there's more, right? We want you to tell us a fun fact about yourself, other than sniffing armpits.
I do, which is I went on a game show for that, and you can see it on Hulu. It's called The Hustler. Season 2, episode 1. And you can also see it on YouTube, The Hustler, season 2, episode 1.
And you were You
a
were
contestant on a game show, and I kept it a very good secret until the cat fell out of the bag. And this was during COVID when I lost all my jobs and I didn't know what I was going to do for money. And I gave $200 to a friend who was getting screened for cancer. And I was down to my last $200. And then I started to panic because I needed to either have the government step up and give me my check that they were giving out, which I wasn't getting, or I needed to do something fast. So I applied for Jeopardy and Facebook, or not Facebook, Price is Right, and all of these things. And then one came through, because if you get enough no's, you'll get a yes. And you can see it on Hulu.
Guess what we're watching tonight?
Yes, I definitely want to see that. Secrets out, everybody.
Secrets out.
I've never heard of that.
No one heard of it, and that's why I said yes to it. It's Craig Ferguson was the host, and it's a trivia show, and I love trivia because I can sit there and be a couch potato like the best of them, and love some good trash TV. So I was like, yes, let's do it. But the thing is, with that show, I watched it ahead of time, and I hated the way the producers always made women fight at the very end against each other. I hate that more than anything. I don't want to see screaming women on TV. Yeah. So I pitted myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I pitted myself to be, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? And I let everyone else fight it out. I was not going to fight with other women. And I was so proud of that. So that was cool.
You.
Yeah.
Like those housewife shows and all those these horrible women.
They have such good lives, and I don't know why they're so horrible to each other. And don't get me wrong, I love a good 90 Day Fiance when they're all screaming at each. Don't get me wrong, I love that, but not in my life.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Catfish, MTV's Catfish, I'm all about it. So
I love Catfish. So
I love it too. I love being a sleuth, all of that. Yes.
Me too.
Awesome.
I was a detective in my past life.
Absolutely.
Karen, Mother Moo, said she saw a highlight and you had makeup on.
I did. Imagine that. I kept saying, oh, there's no studio audience, but I'm sweating profusely like a pig. Can you make me less shiny? And they're like, we'll dust you up. So I'm like, so every now and then, can you make me less dust? And they come over and dust and fancy. Fancy.
That's great. Oh my God.
And as everyone would, Gigi can attest to that. I would be in her chair and she'll be doing my hair and I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm hot in here. And she's like, why? It's like 60. And I'm like, I don't know. It's that Minnesota blood. It needs to be like -20 to be comfortable. I don't know. So,
and you're not showing us your amazing hair.
Well, Gigi does my hair, guys. And if you can go to her Instagram, please go to Rock and Rollers on Instagram and you will see the process. She really does a beautiful job and she can put in layers or color or texture. And I thought I had a wave pattern. She proved me wrong, which is good because now I'm not expecting miracles. And that's nice. I appreciate the truth. She's like, I don't see it, honey. I don't see it. I'm like, oh, well, up she goes. No more waves.
I hear you. I hear you.
That photo.
Yeah, I'm actually going to show one more photo here. Let's see. And let's find it. Here it comes. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is it? Okay, let's try this again.
There it is.
Oh, you see it?
You have to click it in.
No, because that's not
Not it?
No,
okay.
That's not it. Let's try this again.
It's probably a really flattering one, guys. That's why they're searching so long.
It is. It is. Let me see if it'll let me override one of these. Here we go. And look at her. She's wearing a hat, which is an amazing hat, by the way. But you can see her braids. Her hair is really long and very, 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 very thick. Gorgeous, gorgeous hair.
You're sweet. You're sweet.
No, you're a beautiful woman, Hannah. You should own it.
You're so kind. Well, absolutely. It's nice to have someone who understands how to articulate thick hair because it's such a pain in the summertime to have. And you have thick hair too. You know, wearing it down is a nightmare. It's like a blanket and no one wants to do it. So
That's why we shave it underneath.
Exactly. Just exactly. It's all tied up with all the secrets.
Exactly. Just might be going soon too. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, Karen Karen wants to know if you had fake eyelashes on that
I
show.
absolutely did. I had a mask of bulletproof makeup, and I had lashes that could bat baseballs away. I was just, let's rock it. I showed up, and it was a mess. I was a mess. I was in a rainbow dress with big Texas hair and lashes, and the people looked at me. They went, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not Hollywood enough." And then they're like, "We'll fix you." And so you bring extra clothes for a reason. And then they put me in this bulletproof makeup situation. I thought, okay, this is fine. But then they pull your hair back, and then you have an instant facelift. And I thought, wow, cool. I'm never doing this twice, but cool. Love it. Love it.
Right. I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice comments here. Thank you,
Catherine.
Thank you,
Like that's the thing. I love dressing up to have a nice, cocktail every now and then is great. But otherwise, like, what's wrong with having comfy, jammy clothes on? I nanny 2 days a week. I'm not getting dressed up for that. Like, we're going to play in the dirt. So yeah, there's contrast in life.
Exactly. And I love that. You can be as comfy and low key but also be glammed up and beautiful. And
it's fun to put on. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying, but
totally.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We're still learning how to read the comments. We have a few things going here, but
we're looking at different things.
Yes, we're looking at different things. Yes. And thank you guys, for joining us. And yes, it was a look. Says Mother Moo. Anyway, we're gonna get you on here next.
Yes,
she would be awesome to interview. She has so many cool facts about her. She's an interesting person. Like, honestly, Karen is wonderful.
Absolutely.
So I think the next Sierra Madre election, I know she's going to say no and probably throw up, but I want her as the mayor. She gets stuff done. She's a go-getter woman. She runs a business with her husband, Matt. It is fabulous. I need butterscotch in my life. That's my only complaint. I need more butterscotch, but otherwise, like, support Mother Moo. Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
You're amazing, helping support all of us who are kind of, out there doing our thing. And
we're doing our things. Yeah.
That's great. And we've got to support each other, and we love working with you. We're so grateful, and we're so happy to be going live again. And
yes,
we're so honored to be able to have you here today. And I want to tell people,
on our half birthday.
On our
happy half birthday. Exactly. And you're supposed to only get half gifts today. So if someone buys you a drink, they only put half the money down, and they only give you half a hug, and it's all half-assed today. So enjoy this Willy Wonka day. I know I am. So
perfect. I love it. So, Hannah, I want you to tell people where to find you. I want you to give a shout out to yourself and all your social media and everything you can. Go.
I want to shout out you guys first. Go to the event on is it Wednesday at Underdog Books in Monrovia, the 17th.
Yes, we're having a meetup. It is a women's networking event. And, we basically want to exchange info with other women, get them on board here. Yes. We're also looking for an intern, so it's like we kind of want to get out there and say, hey, here's who we are. Here's what we need. Here's what we want to do for you, which is our biggest thing is highlighting women, especially
put the Bible together of everybody, like women doctor, that one, this one can do hair, this one can do massage, this one is partner. Exactly. We need that Bible of just who to call. Exactly.
Well, that's another thing, which is
on that.
A huge call for us. Yes, is actually being able to refer women to, let people, refer women-owned businesses or women for whatever it is they need, is to support women in that way and get them out there and get them working, keep them working, and have everybody working together. So
totally.
And there's college students that need hours that want to intern that social media, we're looking for that.
We fumble through it.
Absolutely. You guys do marvelously, and I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud. But in the meantime, where you can find me is on Instagram, West Coast Organizer. You can find me on Instagram as the Ann and Hannah Show. If you have a business and you want to talk about said business, we will absolutely come out and mic you up, and we will plug your business across a multitude of platforms. You can find me at the Sierra Madre Rose Float. We have many events. Again, if you want to be in the parade in Sierra Madre and have your moment of fame waving and selling flowers, let's hook it up. Okay, let's get you guys going because it's really fun. And lastly, you can see me bopping around town for the Sierra Madre Art Walk, which is this solstice, the 20th, from 4 to 8 p.m. And right after that's over, there's music in the park. It's the Ukulele Orchestra of the Western Hemisphere. Will be playing the opener for the movie Moana. So it's a ukulele Hawaiian themed kind of evening to cap off what a wonderful stroll in town. So come on down, support local, shop local, find me, give me a hug, say hi, all that good stuff.
Oh, that'll be great. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Hannah is all about the hugs and,
rib cracking hugs. Let's do it.
Woo, yeah, baby. I love it. I love it. And, I will also say that my husband, Joe Normal, will be playing at the LMF Gallery. So
yes, let's talk about that. So LMF Gallery will be hosting the punk rock side of things. Joe and Ilir are friends from back in the Hollywood day. Ilir has more of the punk vibe. Joe is, he does very eclectic songs, as you guys all know. Very talented man, and they pair very nicely together, especially with the show. And then you'll see Gigi at Rock and Rollers with everybody she's bringing, and it's going to be great. And we'll have 10 artists there. It's such a vibe in town. So come see these guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much. And it was so great having you here today and talking to you.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to add?
I have another fun fact.
Okay, she has another fun fact. Let's go.
So remember in December when we were crazy and originally we were going to have Hannah on our birthday.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was originally, but it got really crazy, so we didn't do the live. But how funny that we're doing it on
Happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Isn't that funny how things work out? I love that.
The universe is cool like that, isn't it? Like seriously, that's a cool thing.
I love it.
Happy birthday! Yes.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad this came together.
Well, thank you, ladies. It's been marvelous, and everyone should go support you guys. And if you're watching the stream, thank you very much, and continue to like, share, subscribe for these guys.
Thank you. And we have our little banner where you can buy us a coffee on our Flow page. It's just
got it.
$5 a cup.
Yep, you got it. You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a lovely evening.
See you around soon.
Absolutely. Mwah. Bye.
Bye. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know we did. We have been waiting to have Hannah on, and so we're very excited to have been able to do that. And I believe, are we going to talk about what's happening next week?
So next week is Keely.
Okay, and
I'm not sure of the time though.
Okay.
I don't know.
I believe, yes.
I don't think we decided on a time for next week.
We may have. Usually we do this anywhere between like 3 and 5 p.m. We're going to try and have a regular time, but it's hard because everybody's schedule doesn't always allow. But we're, Keely from Underdog Bookstore will be our next live. So look out for that. And thank you for following us and thank you for your support. And, we want to really continue to, build our repertoire of women and female creators and share them with the world.
Yeah.
So, that's it for now, guys. Thanks again. And we will see you
next week.
Bye. Bye. Cheers.
always some kind of technical difficulty here.
Our outro. It has to do our. Oh my God! Here we go.
There we go.